What keeps me going? Fear. Fear keeps me going. Fear of not accomplishing my dreams. Because for so long, I had the fear of going out to accomplish my dreams. And that was not a great thing. So I ended up depressed. I ended up losing everything. I ended up doubtful. I ended up just being mediocre and living in the land of average. And I decided that I was fed up. I'd had enough of that lifestyle. Because I believe that the Creator created us to create and experience abundance and do the things that we are inquisitive about. So I decided, okay, let me get about the business of living my life. So it wasn't easy. It did start out with self-awareness. Why am I here? What is my journey supposed to be about? What am I supposed to learn? Not necessarily fail, because every failure to me I had to learn is a learning phase. I'm learning something. So I love falling on my face. I love it now. And it's all about perspective. I love falling on my face because that means I'm taking action and not being stationary and not doing anything. So for me, fear drives me, visualizing, closing my eyes and seeing myself where I want to be. That helps me. It helps me to transform from the present to get to bring the future into the present and know that it's going to happen. Writing my goals down, meditating, talking to other like-minded individuals, studying people, because what I've come to realize is that out of the 1 to 3% of people who really follow their dreams, it wasn't rice and gravy for them. It wasn't all sliced bread. It wasn't wine and cheese. They had to grind. They had to go through some things. Some of them didn't have parents. Some of them were molested. Some of them were beaten. Some of them were, in slavery. It's just so many different things. And I was like, oh my God, I'm living in the 21st century. I have the internet. What reason do I have not to live my dreams? So I remind myself that I am privileged. I remind myself that I'm living in a time where I have family to help me. And that truthfully, the only person that can stop me from living the dream is me. My ego creates these safety nets called doubt. Called you're not good enough. Called you're inadequate. You're not worthy. You don't know enough. You don't have enough money. You don't know the right people. But what I came to realize is that I do. The first step is knowing that I am enough. I may not know everything, and I don't want to, because then I will become stagnant and never learn. But as long as I'm striving and taking steps, I'm going to be there. So I tell myself, girl, you got this. I wear shirts that say you're built for this as a constant reminder, because I remember when I was in bed telling myself you're not built for this, crying, absent from my children's lives. I remember when I had my son, he's 9 now. My other children are 25 and 22, and I was like, oh man, when they get out of here, out the house, I'm gonna live my dreams. And then I ended up pregnant, and I was like, no more excuses, I'm doing this. And it's so amazing because God sent him here to push me, because even after he got here, I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna live my dreams. And my son said, start doing your plays. Start doing your TV shows. And I was just like, wow. So it was like the Creator was saying, no more excuses, Sulianne, baby. No more excuses. I'm going to send someone to push you. So my son pushes me. I look at my children. I look at the people that follow me, and I declare to them, I'm going to live my dreams out loud. And I made that declaration to them because I didn't want to go back on my promise. I also made a declaration to the kids in my community who want to do entertainment, but because we live in a rural area, we tend to think we have to go to Atlanta or New York or California. I made a promise to them that, listen, I'm going to show you that it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what skin you currently occupy, because we're spirits, what skin you currently occupy, what your body structure is, if you dropped out of school, or if you got a master's or a PhD, baby, if it's in you and you really want to do that thing, then you can do that thing. And so, that's what pushes me. I made a commitment to other people and to myself, and I keep going. Every day, I'm feeding my mind with positivity. Earl Nightingale said the oil, the brain, the mind is just like the soil. It doesn't matter what you plant. If you plant crop, it'll produce crop. So So if you plant positivity in the mind, it produces positivity. If you plant poison in the earth, it produces poison. If you plant negativity in your mind, it produces negativity. So I made a conscious decision to live my dreams. No more excuses. And number 2 was I take consistent action. And number 3 is I collaborate and I soak up all I can. So that's why I'm excited to be on this panel. But that's what keeps me going.